Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? I hope your Wednesday's going well. Well, what a great day it's been. If you were with us for the early show, of course, we had the brand new launch for you, which I know you guys absolutely loved. The launch, by the way, is still available, the Christmas Scene stamp and die collection, so you can find that on the shop the day. Right now, though, it is our Craft Along, our award-winning show, where we take a recently launched product, we do a fantastic project with it, and it's all done in real time. So you get the opportunity to get all the bits and pieces out if you've got them already and craft along with us, or if you have the bits and pieces and you haven't got time, you can come back and do it at a different point. And indeed, if you haven't got any of the goodies, you can pick them up on this show and then do the craft along when your goodies arrive. Just before we get into it as well, I must just remind you that, of course, over on the website, still got our 10 for 10 deal when it comes to the dies, which I just think is incredible, and I know lots of you have taken advantage of that. And this week, and actually running from now up until the end of the month, we have got our sort and store event. So if you are after storage, we have got up to 50% off selected items on the website. This craft along, though, is with the Christmas 3D flowers, folders and dies, so looking forward to that. And the lady who is going to be leading the craft along has hot footed it back from her morning in the warehouse, where she's been making sure the warehouse team have been up to scratch. She's been cracking the whip and just generally reorganising things down there. It's the lovely Debbie Fisher. Did you have a good time down there?
I had a brilliant time down there. Everyone, I'm not kidding you. They were so lovely down at the warehouse. Everyone's really helpful, and it's huge. I felt like a kiddie in a candy shop, honestly. Everywhere I looked, there was crafty goodies, and yeah, and I was just sort of hand-picking things that I thought would look good for a show, and it was really good. And also it was really good to be able to sort of get to grips with how much work they do for us, because they really do work tirelessly for us. And also the people that do what we call our polls, so our product orders, when they put a show together, it doesn't just take 5 minutes. So yeah, it gives you, I've got a newfound appreciation for all the other people that sort of add to our shows. We're sort of the end game, really, aren't we?
We are the end game.
Yeah, so yeah, and I loved it. I absolutely loved being down there, and I'm going to do it more often, even if it's just popping down and just having a cup of tea with them. Well, drink of water anyway for me.
I know you, oh yeah, because it's drink hot drinks. And I know you probably won't be able to say, but did you find any hidden treasures down there?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Things that I've not seen before. So yeah, and I popped them on my little trolley. I had a little trolley that was, I say little, it was huge, but it was so well done. Yeah. It felt like I could push it with one finger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it moved really well. So, and then it had this whole section where just loads and loads of drawers, so you could put all the bits in different drawers and really organise it well.
And a little zapper?
Little zapper, I had a little zapper, yes, yeah. She said I'm the only one that's ever asked for a zapper, so yeah, it's because before they've asked us to sort of check things for a show, and then I'll spend hours on the internet and think, oh yeah, that's good, send it off, and they go, we can't do that, Debbie, there ain't enough of those, we're low stock on that. So I said to them, well, that's my issue. What if I do all this work and then I won't know how many? So they said, oh, we could get you a zapper. So I zapped it, could see how, it's like 160 of them. Yes, we'll have one of those. And there's 210 of them. We'll have one of those. So yeah. Oh, and I shopped for myself.
I knew it. I knew it. Of course, if you want to get a bit of a BTS as well and have a little bit of a look for yourself, don't forget our pop-up shop this coming Saturday, 10 till 4. I know Sarah's going to be there, Leanne, also Lily, amongst others. So do make sure you pop down, and you could be maybe doing the same, zapping and running wild in the aisles. Right, let's get on to this craft along. We've got an hour. This is the project, I guess.
It is the project.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought we'd do one of these sort of split space cards, which is super easy to do, and I'm going to show you just how to do it, and then we're going to decorate it with the amazing poinsettias, which is those beautiful flowers and embossing folder, which are my new favourite things to use, which is amazing. So if you want to craft along with me, we've got a few little items that you're going to need, or you might want to craft along at another date. So I'm using that poinsettia season. We're also using the holly and ivy, because there's a sentiment set in there which has got a die set with it as well, so we're using that one. I'm using the pine tree Tree quick drying ink pad, the Season's Greetings 12 by 12 paper pad, but obviously you can use whatever paper pads you've got. I'm also using the watercolour Christmas luxury card pad, some white cardstock, some red gems, a few extra little pieces that you're going to need is your die cutting machine, your guillotine, your scoreboard, your magnetic platform, your tacky glue, your 3D glue gel and some foam tape as well. And that's it. So grab all those things together and then we will get crafting.
Are we going to be sweating to get this done in 50 minutes, or will we be all right?
I think we're all good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, when I always panic now because of the craft wars, 15 minutes, 50, you know what I mean? I panic on Debbie's behalf, knowing what it's like
15,
now.
50.
Oh, thank goodness, 50. They're not going to put a timer up and stuff. I have nightmares about that, you know, now. Nightmares. Wake up in a sweat. Right, let me quickly show you the bundle. We'll say a few of those and we'll crack on. I know lots of you have already bought this, but if you haven't, this is what you're going to be getting for £48 or $56. Details on your screen here. So you've got your 4-piece collection with your embossing folders and the dies as well. So these are these fantastic embossing folders where you're going to be cutting out all of your different shapes and you're going to be achieving this unbelievable deep emboss by placing those shapes into your embossing folder, running them through your machine. Just to reiterate, you need an electronic machine, Debbie, don't you? These don't go through the MIDI, do they?
No, they don't.
No.
The folder is a lot thicker than your general 3D embossing folder.
So electronic machine, junior upwards, obviously, and then you're away. So you've got the pine cones and wreaths. What's that one called? Festive foliage. This one is your poinsettia. So you've got your poinsettia season. Then you've got your beautiful mistletoe and bows. And then lastly in the collection is the beautiful snowflakes. That's called the Christmas sparkle. So you get all the different sizes of snowflakes and then those lanterns to go with too. So that's the collection if you haven't yet picked it up, and all of those available for you individually as well. Few quick hellos. We have got Radical Rachel on the socials, so any questions, any comments, any repeats that you need, fire them Rachel's way. Jerry Walker joins us from Oklahoma, where the wind comes through United Plains. Teresa Campbell joins us from Illinois. Sharon Cousins from Suffolk. Stephanie's in New Jersey. Laurie Barnett sends me a double wave. Terry H joins us from a stormy Iowa. Hello, Terry. Hello to Kendall in Minnesota and Joanne Bosworth. Cindy Condy is in from Texas. Lois joins us from Ohio. Mary Beth Doyle in Minnesota. Hillary's in saying, hi everyone from Hillary and Holly Collie, waiting patiently-ish for the Yodel man. I'm waiting for the delivery guy. I bought Molly a little present because I feel bad that we're leaving her when we go on holiday.
Oh, what did she buy her?
I bought her one of these, you know, you get these indestructible toys.
Yeah.
She had an indestructible teddy bear, which she's destroyed. But it did take her a long while. So I've now got an indestructible giraffe.
Oh,
of
okay.
the same thing, so that's
we used to do what were they called? They were like a ball or like a cone shape, and you'd put treats in them.
Like a Kong cone.
Kong, that's it.
Yeah, this is a Kong toy.
Yeah.
Indestructible, not for my collie. They're not. It will last the 10 days and that'll be that. Lisa P says, I'm very excited for this. I've ordered the foliage set and used the fur as well. Great for Thanksgiving, fall and Christmas. Karen's in saying, hello from Florida. Ordered the poinsettia embossing folder and die set. And Cindy says, my set is out for delivery. Excited to get it. So this is arriving at a brilliant time for everyone, Debbie. Let's go.
It is perfect. Absolutely. Now, this card, quite basic, but it just makes a nice design. So we're going to do the card base first, so we've got all that ready. And all I've done is took a piece of A4 cardstock. I'm using our linen cardstock. You can use our multi-purpose cardstock, whatever cardstock you've got. And I'm just going to score this in half. So I know my half score fold for an A4 is 5 7/8 of an inch. So it's 1 increment before your 6 inches. So we're literally just going to score that in half to create our card blank. So nice and easy. Just like so. So give that a burnish and that's our card ready to go. Next, what I've done is took those papers out of your can't remember what it was.
The
now.
winter berries.
No, the Season's Greetings.
Oh.
It's the Season's Greetings. It was last year's paper pad because that's all I had at the that's all I had at the time. But they're similar, aren't they, this year?
Yeah.
Those ones are lovely. So you'll be able to get them out of that one as well. I just wanted to pick out the reds in this one. And then I've just got a red piece of cardstock as well. So we're going to trim this up. So we're going to take our red piece to start with and we're going to trim this to 8 inches by 5.5. So let's just grab that one in. Go to our I said, I don't know why I was thinking 10 inches then, so 8 inches. So let's go to 8 inches. And then twist that round to 5.5, like so. And then for our patterned papers, choose which bit of paper that you want to show through. So I just want this bottom piece to go through, so I'm going to make sure that's at the bottom of my card, so that will be here like that. And we're going to cut that one to 5.25 inches. So 5.25. And we're going to trim that one to 7.75. So 7.75. So that one is going to mat and layer onto our red, like so. That will mat and layer onto this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut another piece of white cardstock to exactly the same size as this piece here. So we're going to trim that one again to 7.75 by 5.25.
Okay.
So 7.75. Oh, I think I've cut that too short. Doesn't matter. So I don't know why I did that, but I've cut it a little bit too short. But it is 7.75 by 5.25.
Okay.
So what I will have to do now, see, because you see that's a little bit bigger now for that one. I'm just going to cut my papers underneath to the size of my white card. So don't worry that I've cut it a little bit shorter. You're going to have cut it the right size. And it really doesn't matter. It's just about having that border around the edge. But those two pieces need to be the same size. Just means that when I pop this on, I'll have a bigger red edge around mine, but actually it's just going to still look nice.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I will just recap on those, just for anybody that's still cutting or that just needs to write them down maybe, might be crafting along at a later time. Pop them to the side. You're going to use those as well, so don't get rid of your white and your red cardstock, because we're going to use these for our flowers. So we're going to, our main cardstock is a half fold A4 cardstock. Then our red card is 8 inches by 5.5. Then our patterned is 7.75 by 5.25, and then 7.75 by 5.25 for your white cardstock. So now what we're going to do with the white piece of card, we're going to now score this, which I always find a little bit easier. So the first thing to do is, this is the way our page is going to go. I want to come 2 inches up from the bottom here. So all I'm going to do is place it, let's do it the upside down. Coming down here, I'm going to put a little dash or a little mark. If you've got a pen, you could use a pen just at the 2 inches. So down here, can you see it's 2 inches up that I've marked? And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So coming down, that side should I say, coming across the top at 2 inches like so. So when, I don't know if we can, let me put a darker piece of card. Can you see I've got a little notch just here at 2 inches and a little notch there at 2 inches.
Yeah.
And then all we're going to do then is on our guillotine, we're going to trim those. So bearing in mind all the time, keeping your card, this is how your card is going to look. We're going to trim from the middle section to that first score line. So literally from there to our score line. And it doesn't matter if it's not completely 2 inches. So that piece now is going to make that top piece across the top. Okay. And then we're going to do the same to the other notch. So we've got 2 inches from this end. So this one, we're going to cut that to the corner as well. And that is then giving us just like so. And then that bottom piece is going to be the piece that goes here.
Clever.
And that's then what gives us our split space.
I wondered how you created that. It's really clever to see how you've done it.
Yeah, and that's, so obviously when you put it on like this, that's where you get that split space. So it's nice and easy. Yeah. But I found it easier to do it as one piece rather than do it in separate panels that go down. So it's much easier to do it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to construct our card. I'm also going to use some foam tape to put this on because I think it looks nicer being a little bit higher. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is
fresh from the warehouse.
Fresh from the warehouse.
Foam tape.
Foam tape. Yes, it is. Yeah. That's right. Yes. I've lost which I was doing now. Look, we're going that way and...
No, that was on...
That way. That way.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
There we go.
Oh, dear.
So, up, oh, look, dear me. That way. Yes, so turn that upside down. That's it. We're good.
Whilst it's sticking, there's a lot of people chatting saying how great the emboss is on these. Rebecca's saying the poinsettia set is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The pine cones, wow. Urena says my 3D flowers are coming today. And Pat says, hi Ben, Debbie and super team and all my crafting friends from a hot and steamy New Jersey. Happy that I made it back in time to see Debbie's magic that she does with this set, and I'm so happy that I ordered it.
Oh, I'm so pleased too. Do you know when there's certain things that I love near enough everything I get.
Yeah.
I think we're very lucky. But there's certain things that you get and you just think, I adore these. Yeah, and the level of embossing on these is, I've never seen anything like it.
No, it's incredible, isn't it?
And I tell you what really shocks me, Ben, is that it doesn't ruin the cardstock.
Yeah.
I would have thought with creating that much embossed detail,
crack it or
it would grip
crease it or rip it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, and it doesn't. It's so good. I've never ever seen that level of embossing from an embossing folder.
Yeah, and if you haven't got these yet and you like the look, then buy a set, try one out. I would definitely say like the poinsettia set's amazing. The festive foliage as well with the pine cones that Rebecca was talking about is brilliant. Hi to Stephanie who's joined us, and also Hilary says Holly got a licky pot today as she destroyed her last one. What is a licky pot?
A licky pot.
I feel like I need to know. Might get one for Molly. A licky pot.
Licky pot.
Yeah. Licky pot.
That sounds like one of those sort of balls that you put stuff in that they lick and lick and lick because they can't get to them. So maybe that's...
Molly's got like a 3-tiered little puzzle thing that you put the treats in, and then she has to like move it round with her nose to get the treats out, and like move the little lid round to get the little treats. Yeah, a little puzzle she has to do, which she quite enjoys.
Now, if you're frugal, you could have gutted this out and used the inside of this for your flowers. I'm not being very frugal, just because we are limited by time. So I'm just going to do my mats and layers.
12 minutes left.
12
minutes left.
Well, the main thing is we'll get our card done.
Yeah.
So all I'm using is our tape pen. I say all I'm using an amazing tape pen. We know it's strong enough. It's going to stick to all sorts of your cardstock. So just going to place that one in the centre, just like so. There we go. And then our two pieces are going to go on the top. And then we're ready to do our flowers.
Nice.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I think crafting with poinsettias at Christmas is one of my favourite things to use.
Oh, really?
But yet I don't have a poinsettia at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why.
We have poinsettias.
Do you buy them yourself or?
Yeah, and I think Laura tends to get a lot of gifts from the people that she walks dogs for, obviously at Christmas.
Oh, okay,
so it would be normally like a bottle of wine and poinsettias we get. I'm not quite sure which she prefers out of the two.
And actually, you're right, because I've bought poinsettias for someone.
Yeah. Oh, you have bought them for somebody?
Yeah, no, I bought them as gifts, and I think they make lovely gifts. No one's bought me one before.
Well, if I get you in this year's Secret Santa, is it back on this year? Whoa!
Yay!
I know.
We didn't do it last year, did we? I mean, I have no idea why. I think it was just we were all just a bit too busy, weren't we?
Yeah, I think that's probably what it was. All just a bit too busy. But if I get you then this year, poinsettia.
Poinsettia for me.
And a bottle of Bailey's Light. Diet Bailey's. Or whatever it was you were going on about the other day.
That's funny. So just popping that on the side there.
I love again, like when I first saw your card and I saw this effect, I was like, how on earth has she achieved that? And now you've shown us, it's like
and that's the thing, sometimes it's just the not knowing. And look how simple it is.
Yeah.
Really
But
simple.
it's so cool.
And the best thing about this is another really good way that you could do this is if you use washi tape, you don't have to split your card, you can then ink in that middle section. then take your washi tape away, and it gives you that illusion because your ink's going down next. So it's another way of doing a split card. But it's super easy, and it really is just understanding it. And also, you might want to just put an inch coming up here and there, and have a smaller gap, or even a bigger gap, a larger gap. So it's super easy to do, and it looks really effective. And it doesn't mean you can't have your card. You could have your card that way. You could have your card going downways. So yeah, and you could even split your card up and create like almost like a sun rays, couldn't you, as well?
Is washi tape something you still use then? Because I feel like I've not seen washi tape being used for ages.
I use washi tape all the time.
Do you?
All the time, yes, all the time. I even recommended it the other day to Emma when she was talking about things to put on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I use it all the time. I probably use it more down at Hobby Maker when I'm prepping down there, when I'm using ink pads and things. But I'm hoping we've got some in the warehouse. We do. I know Sarah did a Christmas range last year, and that had washi tape in it as well. Violet Studios have done washi tape, so I've got lots of the Violet Studio washi tape. So
it's not something we see very often on.
Yeah, I should start using it. Maybe in my next lot of prep when I'm up here, I'll start using it. Right, I'm going to get we need our platforms. Where's my platforms? They've disappeared. Oh, they're under here. Leanne's been in, so everything's different order. There we go. So let's pop all those in. And that one. Right, let's get our embossing and our dies now. So with these ones, you get your dies and you just need to cut multiples of them. So we're just going to do a little bit of die cutting. I think, because I'm using my Gemini, I think it will cut through 2 pieces in one go. Yeah. So we'll give it a try.
And to reiterate again, obviously you can put your dies through your manual machines, but just not the folder this time.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. The folders are really thick, and I think it's the only way they could get that deep embossing in them. They're absolutely incredible. So let's take our leaves. Let's do our poinsettia flowers first. So we need 2 big ones and 2 small ones, and we need 4 of these ones. So we'll cut those again afterwards. I'm just making sure we've got them on there, and I'm going to use some low tack tape just to take them down. So let's pop a bit. Might be able to get away with putting all 3 on there.
Just as you're taping these and getting ready to run them through, Stephanie asks, what do you do with washi tape, she says?
So washi tape is like a low tack tape, but it doesn't, I need, oh, Leanne's been very efficient.
Oh, dear. Saved electricity and all sorts.
Does she use the machine?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she must have used the machine.
What is washi tape?
So washi tape is really good, especially if you're watercolouring, inking, anything like that. It can create borders, and you can watercolour over the washi tape and then take the washi tape away, and it comes away from the card really well.
But you get decorative washi tape as well, don't you? Loads of different colours.
You get decorative washi tape. So some people do a whole background for the washi tape with decorative patterns on them. So they're always decorative, but I use them for techniques more than anything else. So you can see that's cut those out beautifully. So we've got our 2 of our larger ones. Then we've got 2 of our small, medium ones, and 2 of those ones. So we need another 2. Yeah.
We reckon Rachel's just saying she possibly has the world's largest collection of decorative washi. She says 100 rolls is a severe understatement.
Wow! Oh, Rachel, I love that.
Yes, Rachel.
What do you do with yours, Rachel?
How do you craft with yours?
They're brilliant. They're just, I love it. I can't even think the sort of things that I use, but when you're doing, I never use mine for decorative edges. I always use, and the kids use them on things as well.
Yeah.
So when my grandkids come
I remember when I first started presenting in craft, it was used a lot. And like you say, you know, I've seen when you've used like off strips of cardstock to create different backgrounds. People used to do that with washi tape, didn't they?
Yes, they did, yeah. Absolutely, that's exactly what they used to do. Yes, all different ones. You can get some really cool ones. They're good for borders as well, so you can create borders onto cards. You can make squares. But I love it if you've got just a plain piece of card, and you might just use whatever width your washi tape is to put around the border of the card. Then do your inside, take it all around. Then you get this beautiful white border around an ink background, and nothing seeps underneath either, so it is really good. Yeah, look on the website. I'll have to look on the website and see if we've actually got any washi tape in stock. Right, so we've got 4 of our small ones, we've got 2 of the large ones, and we've got 2 medium.
Okay.
Then we're going to grab the leftovers of the white cardstock, and I'm going to cut those as well. So I actually need just 2 white ones. So again, I'm just going to fold that in half. I know I'm asking a lot for it to go through, but because these are open dies, I think they will be fine.
Yeah.
So pop that one onto there and run that one through.
Hilary loves a bit of washi tape. She says it can cover up mistakes, lol.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, yep.
And Rachel says, I use it a lot in my planner and also on mixed media.
Oh yes, of course, planners, that's what a lot of people use them for. Yes, I don't do planners, I've never really had the time, and that sounds like an excuse because most people that do planners don't do them, they don't spend, like they wouldn't sort of craft with it. Well, they do craft with the planner, but it's like they just put things in every so often or add a page or do something really creative and put all their sort of works in them, and I think they're amazing to use. We've never really done planners here, have we?
No, not really.
But they are a lovely one to do. So I'm going to double these up so that I'll make 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 flowers. So you can put however many flowers that you want. I like an odd number of flowers. Don't know why, I just think it looks more pleasing to the eye when you've got an odd number. So we've got those ones. Now we're going to cut out foliage. Did you want to have a break there and then we can come back and do the rest?
Yeah.
Let's do that and let people finish off their flower cutting, and then I'm going to cut out the leaves.
Okay, so you're going to cut the... so I see. We'll take a break whilst you do your flowers, then we'll come back and cut the foliage. Any more questions? Fire them through. I love this, you know, that's what we're here for, interactive. Any crafty questions, anything you want Debbie to repeat, or if you're not quite sure of, or if you want me to show you any more of the boards, if there's a particular set you want to see in more detail, please let us know. But in the meantime, grab those deals, get your baskets checked out, and we'll meet you back here for the second half of the craft along in about 4 minutes' time.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. When we get to see the finished article, way before anybody at home gets to see it, we get to unpack it and experience it and try it. That gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great. And if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yoghurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this. Nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something. Ooh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Bell's Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the straws out in the studio, set pack shop. I will get new poles, pick shores, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive market and sweets, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need, that they haven't got during shows. We will run about and get the products for them. I think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's no one in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. My first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Welcome back, everybody. We are, well, slap bang in the middle of our craft along with the Christmas 3D flower folders and dies. Just to mention, this Friday Night Live is back. Brand new host with Becky taking over hosting duties, but all the same features that you love from the show, including Friday Night Faves. So if you've made any projects recently that you're proud of, that you want us to show, then please send in your pictures, because we are still a few projects light for that particular feature. So studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you send your picture in. If you want to send us a bit of blurb about it as well, that'd be marvellous. And if we feature your picture on Friday, you'll get 100 bonus points to your Club Inspire account. Colleen's got in touch. Hi Colleen, she says, I took washi tape and I decorated a plain light switch in my craft room, and now it has designs. Washi tape on my light switch, it looks very funky.
Oh, I love that idea.
And Dawn, hello Dawn, says, ordered dies today, the one with the snowman with the mountain, the one you cannot unsee, lol. The lightning bolt, yeah. And a tree and angel. I want to start my holiday cards and I have an idea of what I want to do. Well, that is brilliant. Keep the comments coming. No questions on the craft along so far, so that's good. So we shall motor on with the next bit, shall we?
Yeah, we're all nice and straightforward. So I've just got a piece of green cardstock, so any cardstock you can take out of any of your collections. And we're going to do exactly the same now. I'm just going to double that up. And we're going to cut our leaves. So you get 2 leaves in here. You get your sort of your stemmed ones, and you get your holly leaves. Just going to burnish that just so it stays a bit flatter. There we go. And then send that through. And we're just going to cut multiples of these. I mean, you could actually send them through your MIDI actually, which might be a bit quicker. But I'm just going to we're just going to run them through. Yeah, actually, going to. I think they would cut 2 through my mini, so let's just do that as well. That might be a lot quicker. Let's take that one. That one's cut through them beautifully.
Perfect.
So just taking those off. Be careful with these little ones because they have a tiny little stem on them. And I mean, if they rip, it doesn't matter because you can still use them. But when you put them in your folder, yeah, you don't want to crease them. So it's 2 of those there. Then we've got our 2 leaves. I'm just going to trim these so we can put these through the MIDI, or mini, should I say.
Are you going to try and...
I think by the time I've got this out, I could have just put them through the machine again.
Are you doubling up with the cardstock again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to double cut them. So I'll run them through.
Go on, Minnie.
And then we will take them back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Look, simplicity.
Without electricity. Yes, Debbie.
So let's do that again. pop those. Oh, that one slipped a little bit. I'm trying to just be a bit quicker, but we don't need to be too quick. We've got plenty of time.
This is where you keep saying you've got plenty of time, and then we get down to 5 minutes and you're rushing to finish.
I know. Oh, I just did that once to see if it had cut, and they've cut no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
Love that. Right, so let's see how many we've got and what we can put through. And the reason I've cut multiples out, because you'll see in the folder next to me, or not see because you can't really see it, so let's put a piece of card under it. So there you go, you can see it all perfectly there. You can fit multiples on in one go. So I'm going to pop these to the side, just going to take these ones apart so we know how many we got. So...
Could you, I mean, I don't, well, you may or may not do this. If you've die cut multiples like you have done here, do you have to, how can I put this? I know there's multiples of emboss, but if you cut loads of them, could you double up on your cardstock within your embossing folder, or would you not get the same emboss on the one so that was underneath?
Yeah, so you wouldn't get the same emboss,
right.
But I think you could probably get a good emboss on them.
Okay.
Should we try one? We can try the leaves, can't we, and see? We'll do it on one of them. So if I do it on this bottom corner one, so just making sure we've got those. So you're going to turn them upside down and place them in. And they'll sort of just, you can't feel it so much with that one because we've doubled it up.
Yeah.
But they almost lock into place. So you sort of find they're not symmetrical. So you just have to sort of turn them, see that one, and it sort of slots into the groove.
Yeah.
So, and that's all you do. You just find where they go, and if you're lucky, they'll fit first time. If you're unlucky like that one, you have to do it 4 times.
On live TV, they're never going to go in first time,
There
are
must
they?
be another way. There we go. That the one? No, that's not the one. There we go.
There you go.
Missed it, and that would have been the second one. And then just going to pop these in. So even though these take a little bit of time to put into place, it's really worth it when you think how many you get out in one go.
Yeah.
So I just love the idea. Whoever thought of the idea is just genius. Thought it's a brilliant idea.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me.
All right.
No.
I thought you were going to go, and it was me.
I would never big myself up that much. No, but I wish I had. I think they're just a brilliant idea.
Well, like you say, and for the time it takes you to pop them in place, for the detail and the level of emboss you get, it's worth it, isn't it, for that extra little bit of time?
It's so worth it, yeah. And if anyone's not seen them yet, you wait till you see how they come out. The level of embossing is insane. So we're just going to turn those round.
So in one pass through, you're going to get all of your foliage and flowers embossed then, pretty much?
Yep, in one go.
And are they slotted in as such so that you won't have to worry about them shifting when you do run them through?
So you just need to be a bit careful. So at home, so I think we've got one that we can't fit on, so I'm just going to place one on, and then we've only got one more. I thought I did it so they all fitted on, but I obviously didn't. Yes, what I would say is you could, if you wanted to, you could spray a little bit of your stick and spray, which is your purple glue,
okay.
And that would just sort of hold them into place, but they won't stay there because it's repositionable glue, so that's quite nice to put on. You could also use a bit of tape if you wanted to. I didn't feel like I needed any tape. There is times I've put it through and a couple have shifted, but I'm not worried about it. It doesn't really matter. But if you're careful with it, and I'll show you how to be careful with it, then you won't have any problem whatsoever. So now we're just going to place all our leaves in. Just going to make sure that one, yep, that's it. And the leaves, again, you've got a sort of bigger section that goes one way. So you sort of come to the point where you can see where they're going to fit. That doesn't take too long at all. And you can feel where they go in. And then you've got these leaves here. I just don't want my sleeves to catch. So even these leaves will just slot into place. Super easy. And then next one.
Could we, says Cindy, now this is a good question actually. She says, could we run a bit of dotty tape in the embossing folders to help hold the bits in place?
Yeah, absolutely. The only thing with that is that you put them onto the the part that goes inside.
Yes.
It goes inwards.
Yeah, not the
so
other
it would
way.
be hard to get those dots going in.
Yeah.
And also, you don't want them to really stick.
No.
Because, and the dotty tape pen has got permanent glue on it, because you're putting the front part downwards.
Yeah.
So where you've put them in, you can't really put them on the top half because these are risen and they won't lock in like it does on these parts here. So yeah, I don't think the dotty tape pen would work.
Okay.
So just one more there.
Nice idea though.
I like the idea of it, yes, but I'm not sure if that will work. So there's just 2 of them that won't go in.
Okay.
Then once you've done that, all you're then going to do is very gently just bring that over the top. Once it's like that, just leave that, and then you want your Gemini plates. And you need 2 plates, Ben, super easy. You need your plastic shim this time and your cutting plate. So I'm going to just switch out to that. That's my flatter. You need a sort of quite a flat cutting plate. And then what you would do is literally hold your hand down in place, slide it to where you can pick it up, and then you're just going to pop that onto your board. So you're not moving anything. Once it's on your board, then you can just release that, place your next one over the top.
So that is slightly different to a normal 3D embossing folder plate configuration.
Yes. So what you would put in extra, you would put in your magnetic shim with a 3D, wouldn't you?
Right.
So you're not putting in your magnetic, you're actually taking it out, so it takes less. And then my biggest tip for you as well is put it, so do you know the hinge of your embossing folder? Put that in last. So the actual mouth of your embossing folder that opens, pop through first. It just makes it easier to go in. So you're literally just going to hold it to the machine, let that grab that, and then you can see that will take that from you. But you can see it's really, because it's such a deep embossing folder, you can see. Did I have some of the petals that fell out?
Yeah, one of the, oh my goodness, one of the holly leaves popped out.
I know, but look at
the emboss. That is unreal.
That is so unreal, yeah. The level of embossing on there. I mean, look at these. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
It is just incredible, but you can really see it on the leaves, and all the leaves are the same. I thought, oh, is something broken off the machine?
No, it's just one of the petals flew out.
That's incredible, isn't it? It shapes them as well, so they are absolutely amazing.
Especially on something so small. That's
and even
the thing for
look
me.
at these leaves as well. So even all that vein detail on your leaves there is just amazing. And then if you wanted to shape them a bit more, you can always just pinch them in because they give you that line in the centre. So we're going to take those and just pinch those together. So that gives us a little bit more. And then we've got all our leaves. And then all I've got is one more and the white one. So we'll take all those out and then we'll start putting them together.
Another question from Urena. Could you emboss first and then cut them out?
So if you emboss first and then cut out, you would lose your embossing because when you die cut something, it flattens it in the machine.
Yes.
So you'd still get a little bit of the embossing, but you would lose all that definition, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Good question though, I like that.
Yeah, very good question. Absolutely.
And Pat says, thank you for the tip, Debbie, about the plates. I was wondering what we would have to use. So yeah, at least you know it's a slightly different combo because it's such a thick folder this time around.
Yeah, they are very thick, and that is just because of that level of embossing. So the only way we could get such a deep level of embossing was to make the folder thicker. And that's what I think we're very clever at in technology, is how we really, we never give up. We have an idea of what we want to do, and as soon as we have got that idea, we do everything to make it possible to bring it to you to the craft market. So that's our other 2.
Debbie, you have 15 minutes remaining.
Ooh, not long at all. Right, Craft Wars, get your craft on. Oh, I had 2. So that's very interesting.
Yeah?
Because I didn't realise that was 2 stuck together.
Okay.
And look at the level of embossing. I can't really see. Let me bring that in. That level of embossing, I don't know if we can bring it
Which was
in.
on top?
Well, it doesn't matter. They're both the same.
Oh, they're both the same?
I mean... I know it's white.
Oh yeah, you can see
Look
that.
at that level of embossing.
Wowee.
That's incredible. And that was two at one go.
Question answered.
Yes, so I didn't check the leaf. There's a leaf somewhere, isn't there? So, and I didn't even notice which one it was. That's that one. Yeah, so there we go. If I bring that in as well, that's the two leaves that were stuck together.
Incredible.
Yeah, it is incredible. So actually, now I know that, we can now start putting 2 layers through in one go and get even more flowers in one go. Love that idea. Right, let's bring your card back in. We're going to have some of our chunky glue, as our Debbie would say.
Chunky.
So our 3D glue gel is going to be amazing to use. And we're literally going to put these together. So what I do with my poinsettias, I like to sort of bend the seam in the middle, because I always feel like in true style, they always have a pointed nib. So we're literally just going to, and I'm going to put the same, you can put the same size, or you can have a smaller one on top, but I'm going to put the same size on top. So that one will go inside, so that will create our first flower. And then we're going to do the same with the others. So it's just a case, I mean, you could leave them how they are, they're just going to look amazing. But I quite like to just pinch them in the middle and have them just a little bit defined. But they are definitely my new favourite thing to play with. Well, that and something, the touch of sparkle that's coming, because I love them as well.
That next week?
I think it is, yeah. And then it's the week after I've got them at Hobby Maker.
I feel a bit gutted. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be going on holiday, but I'm a bit gutted that I'm missing out on that touch of sparkle, because that is brilliant. With the little picker-upper tool.
Oh, actually, I wonder if I have got it, but I've got it with Debbie Robinson. Oh, I think because I'm presenting and Debbie's demonstrating.
So that's the week after next then, isn't it?
Oh, yes, that's me and Debbie.
So you're this
side? So I'm
side?
presenting, yes.
Come on.
Ah, so we will see them. Oh.
Is it you two for the week?
Yes.
That is going to be hilarious. And Friday Night Live?
Yeah.
Are you hosting? Oh, that's when you're hosting?
Yes.
That is going to be brilliant.
Yeah, so it's us two. I think only one day. I think I've got Sheena one day. Oh, and I've got Leanne one day as well. So I've got a lovely week that week.
Have you faced Debbie before in like the in the games that we do? Have you ever gone up against Debbie in a competition before?
No.
Oh, that's going to be fun as well.
Is she funny?
She's right. I'll just let you into a little secret.
Is she very good?
Well, here's the thing. I love Debbie, as I love you all. And she, a couple of times when we used to do it on Play Your Crafts Right, she beat me because she lulls you into a false sense of security. she'll tell you, she'll be like, oh no, I'll be no good at this game. Oh no, I'm rubbish at this, that, and the other. And then all of a sudden, when the game starts, she snaps into game mode and she's brilliant. So she'll tell you, she'll see what the game is, and she'll say she'll be rubbish at it, and then she'll be really, really good. One of my favourite ones. Did you see? It's just come back into my head. There was one we did, a Christmas one we did one time, where we did like a Christmas catchphrase. You had to guess what like the Christmas catchphrase was, or the Christmas song. And I still don't know what it was now, but it was a picture of Father Christmas straddling a gate. It was Father Christmas like this, and.
Oh, okay.
And do you want to know what Debbie said it was? She went, Father Christmas, get his leg over. Oh, no. That's what she said.
No.
That is what she said. Bless. But she still beat me. It was good, Debbie, but it's not right.
She does come out with funny things, that's for sure.
I might have to watch that that Friday. Oh, no, I'll be back in the country by then. I might have to tune in.
Oh, will you? Are you back by then?
We'll still be back. We'll be back in Devon, I think. That is going to be brilliant.
So we're just putting 2 on the edge there, so you can see that puts our flowers all together. And then all we're going to do is put our leaves wherever you think they'll look nice. So we can literally...
You'll have to get in as well, a craft wars against Debbie. That would be...
She has got a craft along, but I don't think it's a craft wars.
Reschedule it for a craft wars, because that would be ace.
It would be very funny.
That would
good. Be very good.
2 experts against each other.
I would feel very up against it with Debbie.
Well, two of the very best in the business going head to head. I think that would be awesome to watch. I'd be well up for that. I have to say, says Carol, I'm so excited to get this collection. I cannot wait to make these. Stephanie says, Ben, you're going to miss all the fun and my birthday. When's your birthday, Stephanie? Remind me. I'll send you a happy birthday or something, or say happy birthday now. But yeah, I'm going to miss a lot of fun, but I'm looking forward to my holiday, to be honest.
Absolutely. I think sometimes you just need it, don't you? When I went, I felt like I hadn't realised how much I need a holiday.
Bit of a reset.
As much as we love our jobs, you need some you time, don't you, as well?
You do.
So, it'll be lovely.
Some family time.
Yes, exactly that.
I like it as well because get more time to spend with the kids. And as I was saying to Debbie, it's nice because George is a sort of a typical 16-year-old, but when you get him away on holiday, his sort of playful side comes out. So he's quite nice, quite good fun to be around. So I'm looking forward to it. Well, I don't see him the rest of the time because he's always in his room, just on his computer. You just hear the odd grunt now and again, So it'll be good.
That'd be amazing. Yeah, it'd be really lovely.
34 degrees every day.
Wow. That's hot.
Is that how hot it was in Mauritius?
No, in fact, it didn't get past 30.
Oh.
Yeah, so which was ideal. Right, now, all we've got to do next, we're just on the right time to do our sentiment, which is amazing. So we are going to stamp and we're going to cut. So I'm using these two here, and I'm going to use the just an off-cut here of our green. And the largest one I'm going to cut from the green, and the white one I'm going to actually cut just out of this offcut of our white cardstock. So let's just pop them through our Gemini. If I can see them. I always put my plates down and then I lose them amongst everything. So literally just going to die cut that one, which is our white one, and then we're going to die cut the green one. So that's going to give us our matten layer for our sentiment. And then we've just got to stamp our sentiments. So let's pop them to the side, and you can put whichever one. We've got Christmas wishes and we've got season's greetings. Season's greetings seems to fit in here really well. So I'm going to just grab my stamping platform, and then we will stamp onto there. And you'll find that if you just pop that onto your stamping platform, just the edges there will be fine to hold that in place. So let's just pop that in like so, making sure we've got that quite central.
6 minutes, Debbie, 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. If we can do a craft wars in 15 minutes with not even knowing what we're going to make, I laugh in the face of 6 minutes. So we're just going to stamp that one out. There we go. And I'm just going to do it one more time because I'm using a textured cardstock. So I'm using our white linen cardstock. It just takes a bit to sink into those little grooves. There we go. So we're just going to take that one off. And because that's why I use the quick drying, so we know that that's not going to smudge. And then we're going to stick this one down. So make sure we've got that all over. And then I'm just going to use a little foam pad to go onto the back. So turn that over, pop a foam pad down. Be using plenty of them tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Shakers.
Shakers tomorrow.
I know, it's very
Is this set where you get a
exciting.
shaker with a shaky Santa's beard? I mean, what more do you want? There's a shaky stocking as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a stocking, there's a snow globe,
snowflake.
there's a snowflake. Yeah, I love them.
Really fun.
So we're just going to place that there like so. And then the last thing we've got to do, and that's why I've got my little intricate glue bottle, I've just got a few gems. Now you could leave it just white because it looks lovely. But actually, if you've got some gems, just put a little bit of glue, just sporadically, wherever you want them. And then we'll just take them, just got a few different ones here. Some red gems. I need the little tool that's coming next week or in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I've got a little clever little tool. So just pop them down. I've got a few more. And some little ones. At the moment, just using my fingers. They seem to stick to your fingers, and you can just pop them on.
Such a cool project, this. I absolutely love it.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Really pretty. And now you've broken it down, very achievable for all as well.
Yeah,
Because as I say,
totally.
you look at that as a finished project, you think, oh my goodness, that's going to be a nightmare to do, but very, very achievable.
And there we
Clever,
go.
yes.
Look at that for timing. We're all done with our finished project, and actually I don't think there's much difference, maybe just the gems, but look, exactly the same, but a really nice way of being able to do that split card front.
Absolutely blooming marvellous. Let us know what you think in the comments. I know so many of you have enjoyed it. Michael says, have a fabulous holiday, Ben. Thank you. I am here tomorrow, but thank you. And thank you, Susie, as well. And Stephanie says, July 23rd is her birthday. And another CC crafty friend, Joanne Michelli from Chicago. Oh, yes, I know Joanne. Celebrates the same day. You say, I will be 39 plus 32. Happy birthday for July the 23rd. If you do want to go for the full collection, very quickly show you all the designs that you've got. Hopefully you've seen again just how brilliant this collection is to use. So this is the Christmas sparkle. So you've got your snowflakes in there, you've got your lights as well. And same thing, you can die cut these out using the dies and then popping them into your folder to get that next level detailed emboss that you're seeing on this set as well. Things like your mistletoe and your bows, all the dies, cut them out, run them through. And again, you've seen that you can run multiple pieces of cardstock at the same time. And you know, multiple pieces in the same little slot as well, and still get that same amount of beautiful detailed emboss. There's the poinsettias with the various foliage that you've seen over the course of the show, and of course you've got the beautiful festive foliage with all of those bits and pieces to create a beautiful Christmas wreath. £48 for all that, or $56 if you're platinum, and of course you can go for those individually should you wish to do that. Rebecca says, I love this craft along. I use glossy highlights on the flowers. Thank you, Debbie and Ben. And Carol says, love that card. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, everyone. Just to mention as well, the Christmas charms, just to quickly show you those, these have been probably one of the biggest sellers of the week so far. The bumper pack of Christmas charms is here. You get stocking up on these because these are going to disappear. You get 25 different designs. You get 2 of each. These have been selling in their hundreds. £15.99 or $19.96 for that full set, as we discussed yesterday. Great for adding on to cards and boxes, advent calendars, creating your jewellery, whatever it might be. Absolutely brilliant. We are almost out of time. Tomorrow, Debbie and I are back, and we're shaking it all about tomorrow morning, aren't we, Debbie?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We're going to be shaking our cards everywhere. They're shaker tags, actually, which is amazing, and they are absolutely beautiful. You're going to love them. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing those.
And they're super cute little mini shakery tags. They're amazing. And there's a shaker beard, Santa's beard. It shakes. It's amazing. That's tomorrow at midday. And then we've got Cartload Chaos tomorrow night, live at 5. Until then, have a brilliant rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow here on Crafters TV. Bye for now.